Hello, it has been a minute. So, excuse me. Life got busy, locked in, but it's starting to get slow again, so here we are. Another thing is that my editing program that I use just doesn't want to work anymore. So that's why I've been holding off on videos until I have just now decided to be like, you know what? I don't care if I can't edit, I'll just do real-time editing with cuts. And I will only be able to do cuts. So if things get choppy along the way, sorry about that. But again, this is real-time editing as I'm recording, so I'll do my best. Thank you for sticking around this long, even though I've barely uploaded. Let's get into the game. So let's. The idea is to just run there's no normal thing. I guess this would be considered normal anyway. Um, let's see. I'm gonna decide an. I'm gonna tell you the challenge is to not use any towers and use only the military to defend my kingdom for this run because I've had a lot of easy runs now. The only exception would be dragons, I think, because I'm not exactly sure how I'm gonna be able to take down dragons without ballistas. So I guess I'll just have dragon killing towers. I don't know. I'll figure it out when we get to it. See you then. You know, I just realized I'm pretty sure the name was Dragonstone. I was like, you know what, that's a pretty cool name. I'll go with it. And I just chose our banner, so let's get right into it. We're gonna be looking for an map that has 3 AI and optimal resources for a kingdom. So I'll see you then. So this won't be the map I'm choosing, but look how much fish is on this tiny little island. I mean, like, do you see that? Holy, just an interesting thing there. The problem with the problem with like looking for an island to settle on is very hard because these are very procedurally generated. Like an island will always have stone, 3 iron, or 3 iron, no, 3 stone or 1 iron. One will have witch's hut there, and it's very hard to find a good island to start with. So yeah. Anyway, see you then. Alright, and we're back. I do believe this will be the map we'll be playing on, and this is the little island I plan on settling on. So it has fewer resources than all the islands, but the resources are actually pretty naturally gathered right here. Only 1 stone, 1 iron, but I can make do with that. That is acceptable for now. And besides, I can always go out and maybe conquer one of the AIs. That'd be ideal. But I will definitely be struggling in the early stages of kingdom development. Again, we'll be playing with 3 AI. The witch is over there, so you know how that is. But yeah, it's a pretty interesting generation of islands here. So let's just get right into it. All right. So we're going to settle, ideally, somewhere along here to make resources easy to gather. But I don't see any good farming spots, so that's a problem. I don't even know if this is this fertile ground? Fertile land, okay, it should be alright to settle somewhere near here. So, I don't want to spawn my keep too far away because I don't want to deal with the wolves that are going to be near here. But I don't want to ugh. We're just gonna have to accept it. I'm already trying to think of future plans I might be able to have for something like this, and I believe that a keep here would be most ideal, and I can't go further over this way. It has to be right here in terms of infrastructure. Let me see. I'm gonna. So what I'm doing right now is I'm thinking in my head of what the ideal infrastructure would be, because ideally I have a 3x3 mine on this here, and so I would at least need a space for road and a space for walls and a space for more road. So in between, let's see if I can exit out. So this will take up, a 3x3 mine will take up this much space, so I need another 3x3 here, so my keep has to be somewhere within this range, but then I have to also look at just how much space I have here for more walls and stuff, and for manors as well, because I want manors around. So actually, I'm gonna have to. I know exactly where to put it now, because I need an extra space there. So I believe right here will be the best spot for a keep. I know it's like, what is this guy doing yapping and trying to calculate? What a nerd. It's like, okay, well, I kind of want to have a nice clean area, you know? Again, sorry for the yap fest. Early game's pretty boring. I'll just like skip to the part where I have some infrastructure set up. So again, I'll see you then. And so we have our basic infrastructure set up. So the idea now is to start mining stone as soon as possible and, you know, progressing the game as anyone would be. I mean, again, stone is the next big step. Gold is the next big step after that. Maybe this chamber, the siege workshop has to have a ballista machine for dragons, or I'll just have to get dragons myself. Either way, I'll figure out how to deal with dragons eventually. Again, there's not gonna be much content for this early game of like, you know, the start. You know, there's not much content for the start, so I will probably be skipping most of it. So yeah, I'll see you when I feel like something important is happening. It is the year 4 and I have 18 people, and our food situation is somewhat good. So yeah, see you when I think something interesting has happened. Our village has become a small village, and a dragon is here. So usually the first dragon doesn't do anything but just scope things around and give you a little scare, but that's about it. It is the year 6, and we finally started mining stone. So things are progressing well. Though the agriculture around here is not very great, which I will have to work on thoroughly. So yep, that's all. Pretty much it. Dragon flying around, that's about it. He won't do anything. He don't bite. Alright, after quite some time, the year 15, I've decided to build a treasure room. I want to get ahead of the Vikings and try to get our first army regiment up, as well as, you know, other things. Okay, church. They want church. I'll give them a church eventually, as soon as I have the gold for it. This is the problem though, is like, I need to maintain this while doing a bunch of other things, which is not great. Yeah. Taxation rate needs to go up. Like, now that I have gold, there's a whole mess of things that I need. Oh yeah, here's the kingdom update. Still going through it. But you know, getting there, getting there. I believe that our unemployed and employed are very neck and neck right now, which is alright. We start taxing immediately, 15 a year. I do not know. I'm gonna have to... I'm sorry, but we already have max people, so I don't care anymore. We need a ton of gold and total gold now. Yeah. Yeah, should be alright. Should be alright. If y'all want that church, I'll build the church. You just gotta give me a little bit of taxation rights, you know? Gonna have to place it there. Where's the entrance on this thing? Is it the front? It's the front. Okay. You know, we'll just put it here for now. All this will be demolished and moved eventually anyway. Again, none of this is official. I'm more than likely gonna turn like this entire half into like industrial stuff, and then the rest of this into farm and housing. But again, I need that money to come in fast, because I just need troops. I need troops now. Chamber of War. Yeah, 50 gold. We're just gonna have to get to it. Another way to get money fast is trading. So I actually want to build a port, if I can. This port under port's dock here. 25 gold. I think the safety of our nation comes first. The safety of our kingdom comes first before I go get that. I mean, while it is a good business decision now, while the Vikings are still not coming, it is a necessity as of now to get it, because the Vikings do now have a reason to actually come here. We'll just place this in here for now. So we got to make our citizens ready for war. Clear out that as well. I think we'll just place all of our buildings there. The idea is to have people up and trained and ready for the coming battles. So we're just gonna have to boost our population by a ton here and hope for the best. All of our things are good. We can house a bigger population, so that is the most ideal situation. The next thing to build on our list will be the barracks. Perfect. And the barracks will go right there. And oh, I just realized we need iron. We need iron. That's not great. And we need blacksmiths, and there's so much more to this than I just realized. Oh god. This might be bad. This might be good. We'll find out eventually. Yeah. I'll see you when I have all this sorted out, because it looks like we're going to be here for a minute. So, yep. A dragon sighting is here, and I do believe this one will do damage. So that is not ideal. Hopefully he does not come do damage to us. Now that... Okay, so I've sorted everything out here. I do believe we have iron being mined. Not fully staffed. It needs to be fully staffed. We just don't have enough people, I guess. Yeah, 21 unfilled jobs. We just need more people. This is insane. I might do something really bad here and overpopulate, but we just need to get these people going. We need to start snowballing and now. We have a lot of jobs to fill. Oh. Bargaining town. Look at that. Wheat is a little low, I will admit. Lower than I'd hope. We do have plenty of apples though, so our citizens will not starve, but it's not ideal. This 20% taxation rate is not making my peasants any happier. I need to make them a little more happy for more people to come in, because these jobs need to be filled. And needed to be filled like yesterday. No tools, only that. Okay, what are we doing here? Okay. So I'm gonna go over my job priorities real quick, cause I mean, farmers, quarry workers, yep, stockpile workers. I feel like pretty much all jobs that are like material need to go up first. And because we have very few of these materials, we need these at highest at all times. Let's pause the game real quick so I can go over this. You could skip ahead in the video if you don't want to look at this, but I just want to get my jobs in order to make sure we have everything we will need. Bartenders are like happiness things, so I'll just move those all the way down. Marketeers we don't really need, so bartenders are the ideal over marketeers, and same with, I believe, clergy, because happiness matters. Yeah, and that should be the good and complete job priority. Now we just need people to come in and fill the jobs. Whew. Alright. See you when the Vikings get here, or the next dragon event? I don't know. Yep. Alright, so we are throwing a festival. It costed me 50 gold to throw, but the idea is that my population will hit 130, and most of the jobs will be filled that I need filling. Yep, 8 jobs unfilled. I have a diplomat en route. Our first interaction with an NPC, I believe the first one will be nice, and the second one will be hostile, and the third one will be neutral, unless this will be neutral. I don't know how it happens, but I do know that one of them will be hostile, other one neutral, and one of them positive. I don't know how I want to play this, but, you know, our city is full. Perfect. Alright, let's see who these people are. Message from our ruler. Go on. Yes, we are indeed peaceful. Good. Alright, these guys will be our friends or the neutral party. Excellent. They will not be demanding things from us, which is good. I need weapons from you guys. What are we doing here? Okay. Everything seems to be going alright. Charcoal's -1 per year, but that's minuscule, so resource management is okay. Happiness management is okay. We just might be able to do this. For idle, I mean, that means we have room to spare should we start training men, right? Right? I hope. I'll build one more house just in case. Again, none of this stuff even matters, because again, we need safety. We need safety above all else. Plus 10, 0, 0. Okay, the job priorities are alright, so we're doing alright. I might turn this into a multiple part series because I don't want these videos dragging out too long. We'll just have to see. We'll just have to see, honestly. Alright, so we can just train our first swordsman. Perfect. Not fully staffed, but that's because I started training. So, yeah, cool. And they don't count, and soldiers don't count as part of your people for some reason, which I understand because it'd be pretty much impossible to do anything. But I do now have a standing army. It will cost me taxes in the end, but we at least have soldiers. We can defend ourselves. Now that we have soldiers, I feel a lot more safe. And now I feel safe enough to build a dock to start selling things and get money that way. Towards 61. Not ideal because we have a population deficit now. Our bartenders and clergy are no longer providing the happiness benefits that we need. So the idea is to hopefully fill those jobs as soon as possible. I cannot push them up any higher on the job priority because these are all pretty important jobs here. Tax collectors could go down one more, but it's all fine right now. At some point it won't matter. We do have our bartenders back, so happiness should be, yep, going back up, and then our clergy will do the same. A taxation of 10% is not really great. We just don't have the happiness to afford that right now. We have more people joining our kingdom, which is splendid. And yeah, alright. Now our hope is to start storing resources for our merchants to come and buy. What's our biggest thing right now? Our biggest thing right now is probably going to be timber to sell. So we're going to be storing a lot more timber than what we would normally store. What we're going to do here is we're going to chop out this part of the forest here and get our timber already up. This is the first time I've had soldiers this quickly. The year 27, I usually get soldiers until like I'm ready to conquer other kingdoms, but you know, I've never used them for actual defense, which is pretty funny. So, yep. Alright, see you when something interesting happens. It appears a diplomat has arrived. Oh, it's from the friendly guy. Okay, cool. Yes, go on. I don't know. I don't have the, I mean, I kind of do have the resources for that, but I'm more concerned about my own. I think I'll just keep this guy at a neutral status. That'd be ideal for us. So I'm not gonna promise him anything. We'll just keep you neutral. Sorry about that, my fella. But yep, I got bigger fish to fry. It appears the Vikings have arrived, which is not great. You know what? I might just train more swordsmen. Let's take a look at their forces, shall we, before we decide upon this. We have one there. And several going to me, it appears. Or is it just this one? I really don't know. I really hope that we can use our towers here to our defense. It looks like this guy will be our aggressors. Is that 2 legions on there? No, that's just 1 legion. Alright, we should be alright. Our guys will be able to take them on. Let's do it. Move in, soldiers. No, stay back, stay back, stay back. Try to get in range. Come on. Now. Perfect. Kill him. Get him, boys. Oh, merchant's here. Trying to make some dough. Alright. I paused the game so we can make some money here. We're going to sell all of the wood here. Get our money up like that. Then we're going to start buying the resources we need. For better health, we're probably going to want to start importing more food. So, I don't know, we'll buy 30 meat, probably 40 fish. I don't know, probably, I don't know, let's go 80 wheat. I don't believe we have a need for armaments just quite yet, so I'll leave it at that. We're gonna need the gold eventually anyway, so. Our happiness should be boosted from the victory. Perfect. Did our guy take any losses? Our guy did not take any losses. Hey, would you look at that? Our army is undefeated. Good, good, good. And that is our first Viking encounter done. Hey, hey. Very nice. And our first merchant. Our kingdom is looking splendid. Yep. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's start securing an area now. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you are looking at our first major residential area. This will not be a permanent residential area, but a temporary one to defend. Oh, goodness. You know, I'm glad I paused, because I would have never seen this. I kind of figured our first raid would be too easy. Right, anyway, so as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted by the Vikings that I did not see, and I'm now slightly worried, we're going to be having, because of our recent influx of gold, we can start building manors, the best house in the game, for population growth, and we want to protect our manors as well as start moving things over here to make things look nicer. Who knows, maybe this will turn into a permanent residential area if I do not clean things up correctly. So yeah, that will be the idea. Or I could try to have a permanent residential area over here, but this is a lot of fertile land that I don't want to use up, so we're going to use the infertile land for now. Right, let's kill these Vikings. Stay back, stay back. Let them come in. Perfect. Retreat. Move in. Beautiful. Any losses? No losses. Would you look at that? Perfect. Wow, I was not expecting that. Anyway, let's start building our future housing area. Yes, we'll be using a lot of stone for this. I should have bought stone from the merchant. Ugh. But it's alright. We're going to start moving our population buildings down here as well, such as the tavern and the chapel here. They are very key buildings for happiness. We will also be starting to use the garden method. Gardens are very useful for happiness. So we will place 2 right here. It is very costly, but it will work out just fine. Again, we need lots of stone. And it appears we are all building right now. That's why nothing's getting done. Our troops and stuff are very good right now. I wish they would heal. Oh, they are healing on their own, aren't they? Are they? Yes, they are healing on their own. That's perfect. That means I don't have to spend more resources to re-equip them. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right. I'll see you at the next eventful thing. It appears the next diplomat or the next kingdom we're gonna meet is the purple one. Hopefully they are the friendly ones or the neutral ones. I really don't want to deal with the aggressive ones because that would require me to build a slightly larger army and impose a higher tax. Oh, it's the mean one. Yep. Oh, the neutral one. Hey, hey. I saw the scar and I was like, oh, you're gonna be mean, aren't you? But no, they're the neutral ones. That's good. So that means we have a little bit more time before we're asked to provide resources to people we don't like. Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. That gives me time to build. Oh yeah, this is our thing here. Soon to be residential area. So we've had a dragon sighting, and he's close by. And not only did I do that, but I didn't do that, but I also destroyed the tavern. I was here on accident. I was trying to destroy the hovels here, while also trying to, it's whatever now. People are now populating the city, and it's not ideal. We don't have a clinic or hospital. I was just thinking about that. I might as well put the clinic here for now. We will also put in a library, because libraries are actually very, very good for happiness. I believe they could provide up to 12 happiness, all the way up to 15 if you have a grand library in its range. So yeah, they are very, very good for happiness. I think it's taverns, chapels, and libraries are like the best way for happiness to go up. Besides the, superstructures here. Just like the basic structures that are one by one are these in terms of these are just like peak right here, honestly. Yeah. Okay, we can start moving more population away from over here and start bringing in more people. Let's start building another manor as well. What can I put here that will be very beneficial to my people? A fire brigade would be best to probably put right there. Something easy to put in. I don't know. Right. I'm gonna pause. Yeah, I'm gonna cut. Alright, so I believe that is where I'll leave it. I'm only gonna have like these 30-minute long videos solely because of audience retention and, just like, I'm trying to figure out the best way to do content really. I haven't had any good ideas lately, and I'm not very entertaining to most audiences. Especially because, my viewer count, I know, I originally wasn't doing this for you, but then like, if I'm going to continue doing this, it's like, I might as well try to shoot for the moon. Yeah, so that's pretty much my opinion right now. Anyway, this is our kingdom so far. We have a cemetery, we have a clinic, we have the new people. Oh, you don't look mean at all. Wow, okay. So, are none of them mean? Or was I led into a false sense of security by purple? Whatever, anyway, this is our kingdom for today. We have our agriculture sadly lacking. I'm going to fix that in the next episode. But we have our residential area being built. I'm going to start slowly moving all of our buildings over this way. And who knows, maybe this will turn into the industrial area up here, and this will turn into the part 2 of the residential area, because I will have to have, if I'm going to have residential here, I'm going to have farms here, and this is a very, very fertile land, so we'll just have to see how that goes. I don't know how this will all work out, but I'm sure it'll work out just fine. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today. I hope you enjoyed watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.